Hello there, Nintendo fans, Nintendo critics, those who are indifferent, or those who still call the PlayStation a Nintendo. Today's a very special day. Depending on what party you subscribe to, you either are going to be livid or very excited about this news. Today, patent leaks of Nintendo's new handheld console leaked online. When Nintendo said the Nintendo Switch is not going to be a 3DS replacement like many others, I didn't believe them. They said the same shit about the Game Boy, but I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Nintendo has fully committed to making games for mobile devices such as Miitomo, Pokemon Go, Super Mario Run, and the recent Fire Emblem game, and we know for sure that an Animal Crossing title is on its way. But there's more! With the confirmation from Reggie voice chat, messaging, and game invitations for Nintendo Switch is done with your phone. This left a sizable amount of people perplexed and upset about the whole thing, and perhaps initially rightfully so. You can also choose to add Nintendo Switch parental controls, so you can control how many hours your child plays a certain game, or what game your child's allowed to play. I mean, it's been clear for a while now, Nintendo is committing themselves to smartphones and gaming. Perhaps they look at the smartphones as a way to play games, which makes a lot of sense that this is going to be their 3DS successor. And it is being codenamed the Juice Box, which I think is a ridiculously stupid name. And it's hard to take it seriously if you want to go talk to your friend about the Juice Box. I'm sure that's not going to be the final title. It's kind of like the NX, so maybe we'll get a better name down the road. But it is a smartphone / handheld gaming console hybrid thing. It has controllers that slide out from the back of it on a rail, and then you can push up the controllers to snap on the side of the phone. It looks like a cute little Switch. I think that's pretty neat. I hope that, like the Switch, they have a red and a blue neon side, so that you can have like a little mini Switch with your actual Switch. Which would make a lot of sense, because, you know, you use your smartphone to engage with your friends online on the Switch. So, it'd be kind of cool. You should probably do that, Nintendo. It looks like from the patents, the 3DS slider analog stick is making a return, which makes sense because the stick needs to sit flush against the backside of the phone. Otherwise, if you slid the controller part, it would just catch on the back of the phone, and that wouldn't be very fun. I imagine the buttons will be very similar to the Nintendo Switch or the 3DS. They're pretty small as they already are, and they're pretty clicky. They feel pretty good. I have one in my hand right now. It feels... If they can add like the Switch buttons onto the Nintendo Juice Box, that'd be great. That'd be fantastic. There does seem to be one downside, and I think that might have to do with the fact that this needs to be more of a slim factor kind of console. There's only one pair of triggers rather than two, like the 3DS. But I don't think that's a big of a deal because we had the same kind of thing on the Game Boy Advance SP, and that was perfectly fine. I don't necessarily think you need two triggers for a handheld console. I believe that most games made for phones is totally suitable with just one button. If there ever was going to be a company that wanted to get into the phone market that hasn't before, Nintendo would be the perfect company to do that. They have the branding. Could you imagine a Pokemon game on the Nintendo Juice Box? That shit would sell like hotcakes. And for parents who want to get a phone for their child, may not be comfortable with getting their child an Android phone or an iPhone, it makes a lot of sense to go out and buy a Nintendo branded cell phone because you know there's going to be parental controls on it. You know that it's going to be a very sturdy device. You know it's going to be relatively cheap, but also at the same time it's going to appeal to adults such as myself. I have a OnePlus 3 and I love the phone, but I would go out and buy a Nintendo branded phone. That'd be fucking badass. Like I said earlier, I'm very excited about this idea. It doesn't feel like a Nintendo Switch competitor, which is what a lot of people were afraid of if they continue making handhelds. This feels like its own separate thing. It feels like the necessary evolution that Nintendo needs to take with their handheld consoles. Not only do they get to hit that market with children becoming of age to get a phone, they can also sell phones in Japan, where most people know about Nintendo, and they'll be able to play their normal mobile games on the Nintendo Juice Box. It makes a lot of sense. It just makes a lot of sense. It's like peanut butter and jelly. It just fucking makes sense. Maybe we'll get an official announcement relatively soon. Maybe not. Who knows? But before I end this video, I do want to address some complaints about my last video. Some people didn't realize that I was making a joke that the whole video is a parody. Clearly, I don't want Bass Hunter 64 HD twice for the Nintendo Switch, and I definitely don't look at the Wii photo gallery as a game. For those people who actually thought I was being serious, wow. Just, wow. I cannot believe you took that video seriously. And the only reason why I bring this up is because I don't want people to think this video is a parody.
Drowning deep my sea of loathing. Broken, your servant I nail. Will you give in to me? It seems what's left of my human side is slowly changing.